To celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the Bit Squad, we are going to be giving away $1,000 in Bitcoin for the months of March and April, along with 2 Nano Ledger S's. An extra $100 prize will be available for those who join the Telegram group. Like and comment on every video in March and April for the maximum number of entries. You must be a subscriber to win. Hey Bit Squad, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin pumping, and we're also going to be looking at, is altcoin season very close? And we're going to look at some indicators that may say it is. We're also going to be taking a look at basic attention token and other stories as well. Make sure you stay tuned for those. I got an announcement for you guys. We are doing a giveaway on my podcast, Beards and Bitcoins, on our YouTube channel. We just launched our own YouTube channel, so make sure you guys go over to the Beards and Bitcoins podcast YouTube channel. I'll put the link down below at the top so you can do that very easily and head on over there and enter our contest on our latest video. Eventually, I'm probably going to stop posting my podcast videos here on my BitBoy Crypto channel, so you guys are going to make sure you want to move over there as well so you don't miss out on that content. So, okay guys, let's go ahead and jump into the markets. Market Watch. So the markets are looking pretty good. It's very interesting though. Bitcoin is up almost 5,400. It's up 2% today, but the market cap has stayed relatively stable at $180 billion. And the reason for that is because Bitcoin dominance keeps moving up. And we're not seeing a lot of altcoins really pumping other than Engine and BNB as of late, like the last week or so. So when we look, everything is pretty much in green today. Monero down just a shade, a little hungover after its 5th birthday yesterday. Basic attention token down a little bit. So biggest winners of the day, we have Digix DAO, Icon, Augur, Aeon, and Sia Coin. And then for biggest losers, we have MadeSafe Coin, basic attention token, Elastos, Maximind Coin, and Wax. Number 5. So Dan Larimer of EOS, founder of not only EOS along with his company Block One, also founder of Steemit and BitShares, he had this tweet I thought was interesting. It's not really crypto related, but it says, people are happy to question authority unless they happen to agree with the authority. I question everything in pursuit of knowledge. This is why I can see through blockchain dogma. Always feels like he's the smartest guy in the room, and others cannot. This is why I question climate science and dogma. What's your dogma? So I disagree with Dan Larimer on a lot of stuff, but you know, in terms of always questioning things, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think when you start to venture into too far down the slope into conspiracy theories and now nothing that we see is actually real and things like that, I don't know if that's healthy. I know YouTube actually, you know, it breeds that. So just that was really interesting. What do you guys think? What are your comments on this? You know, I'm not going to make any statements on what I believe about those things, but you know, if you guys want to do that, go ahead and drop that below. Number 4. Okay, we got another Brave browser publisher, OpenSubtitles.org. Now, OpenSubtitles is basically a website where you're able to go and get open-sourced subtitles for a movie you want to watch. Like, let's say you want to watch a movie, but it's not subtitled. You can go here and you can pull those off. The big news about this, though, is they're very high on Alexa. Alexa is kind of the end-all, be-all for ranking website traffic. And at 1471, that is super high. So if you think about, you know what the top 100 are and things like that, but, you know, or you probably know the top 10. We could all probably name them, you know, Amazon, Google, Facebook, yada, yada, yada. But, you know, for a company to be this high, 1471, that is with Brave browser, now that's absolutely huge. That means they get a ton of traffic. So it's just good to see Brave browser continue to add to its list of publishers. Number 3. Okay, so over the last few days, I have absolutely been crushing tronbet. So tronbet recently had the alpha release of their poker, tronbet poker. And I've been really looking forward to this for a lot of different reasons. And it was exactly what I thought it was. I mean, there were some good players on there, but there were definitely some players on there that were just playing because they like to gamble and have Tron, and they weren't really poker players. So, you know, I was able to, I think I 12x'd my money in the 3 or 4 days that it was open. So, you know, the thing about blockchain poker is it's in your wallet. So as soon as the game was over, like I had my Tron, you know, like I had increased my Tron, but I didn't, you know, have to take it out or withdraw it like you would do from a traditional online poker. Now the alpha release was just an alpha. It's not even the beta. So what that means is the first time they ran it to pick out some bugs, I was so disappointed when it went offline last night. I was destroying it last night. Can't wait to do some live streams showing you guys playing poker on tronbet and things like that. But you know, some of the things they said, they had to fix some bugs, and then they also said they're trying to fix some issues with people trying to play with multiple accounts and things like that. Those are issues that are going to happen with decentralization, you know, to where we're not necessarily recording IP addresses and different things. So they're going to try to fix those things, and you know, I'm not sure exactly when it's going to launch. tronbet has the slots in live casino, you know, I think coming in about a week, and then hopefully the poker won't be too far after that. But I know I'm really excited about it. Number 2. Okay, is alt season on the horizon? Now, we made a lot of memes about alt season, and you know, over the last year, we've had some moments where we had some big pumps and things like that. Have any of those really been considered altcoin season? The answer to that is no. However, our favorite permable, who's never wrong about the price of Bitcoin, that's a total joke, is Tom Lee. But I thought that this was a very interesting chart that he posted. He basically is giving us some indicators for the next altcoin season, saying why he believes it is very, very, very close to do. Now, what technically is altcoin season? It is the decoupling of altcoins from Bitcoin. So they actually make moves on their own, which we see moments of that. But when they do it in mass, that is what is called altcoin season. So one of the preconditions has to do with the correlation between Bitcoin and the altcoin. So if you look here, these are all the altcoin seasons in the gray area here. So this one was July 12th. This one ended, or when they ended, this one started June 7th, ended July 12th. And you can look at all the numbers there, and that's kind of the way it works, with the gray part being when the actual altcoin season was. Now, if we look over here, we're in a huge run of no altcoin seasons compared to the last several years, and it's really felt that way. But if you look down here, this is an inverse chart that basically shows that whenever the correlation drops, altcoins rise. So if you look over here, it's kind of hard to see on this tweet, honestly, because this is the correlation fallen recently box. But you, like, when it's zoomed out, you can't even really see it. But when you zoom in, you can see that we are basically getting a move up, a very vertical move up. Hopefully it will continue. Now, you could have made the argument, it's hard to say. It looks like actually this would have been taller than any of these previous spikes would have been. So I think that's a really good indicator. And, you know, this is something I would like to see. I think this will be, you know, great for our altcoin bags and things like that. So, you know, and Tom Lee needs a win right here because he's been wrong so much. So I'm definitely hoping that this is what we're about to see. Hold up. It's time for an IOST break. Okay, quick news on IOST. They're working with BERM protocol, which has basically two apps, BERMI and BERMinal. I've actually used BERMinal before. It is a place where you can get news. These are very popular apps overseas. BERMI is a content creation platform. So BERMI is actually going to be doing something called Project Pegasus, where they're going to basically be able to, you know, try to bring a lot more users into the space. And if you paid attention to my IOST video where I talked about the rankings and the tiers, you would see that they're one of the top tier creators, just like I am. They're actually in my category. You guys don't get too good now. So what they're trying to do with the Project Pegasus is target 20 million users by the end of 2019. So I thought this was very interesting news, but that's not it. IOST holders, if you have a certain minimum amount in approved wallets, over the next several years, you guys are also going to be able to get BERM tokens airdropped as long as you have IOST sitting in that wallet. So it details that a little bit down below here. It says, in collaboration with IOST, BERM protocol will be airdropping free BERM tokens to IOST token holders in multi-year airdrop program designed specially for loyal IOST holders. That's me. So if you guys want to get in on that, make sure you guys get some IOST. Not financial advice, of course, but if you do happen to own IOST, make sure to vote for my node. We're coming in at number 40 today, so very excited about that. So big shout out to everybody that's been voting for me. The number one crypto story of the day. Okay, so Bitcoin is pumping today, up 2%. Bullish Bitcoin price formation hints at short-term move above 6K. And if you happen to follow Jacob Canfield, he is basically saying that, you know, it's a short-term target over 6,000, and then a longer-term target right now could be close to 10,000. So we really might be making moves. And a lot of people are saying that this is really starting to feel like the beginning of 2017. If you look at how far we've risen since the beginning of this year, it's actually been quite substantial. And you saw in the altcoin season chart we showed, you know, how far and how long it's been since we've had an altcoin season truly pump in any really bullish action, but we have begun moving that way. Crypto Ran, a trader, has basically said that we are seeing the formation here of a large bull pennant, and that this could get us over 6,000. A lot of people think that over 6,000 is really big. If we can pierce 6,200, that may indicate that we're going up much further. If we can't get past 6,200, we may go back down. Some people are talking about ranges 47, 4,800, things like that, which, you know, isn't terrible, all things considered, from where we were just about 6 weeks ago. So there you go. That's the news for the day. Don't forget to go to Beards and Bitcoins on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. It would really help us out, and you can help yourself out by entering the contest. So until we talk next time, BitBoy out.